Welcome back to the news at 10. The rivalry between the ruling People's Democratic Party and the All Progressives Congress in Kaduna State appears to be taking another dimension as suspected party supporters of the APC allegedly attacked the campaign train of the PDP governorship candidate and incumbent Governor Mukhtar Yero, injuring 33 PDP members. According to the victims, the fracas occurred as they made their way to Rigasa community in Kaduna South and Bakinrua in Igabi local government area for a rally. However, the APC has denied the allegation, insisting that some suspected PDP supporters unleashed terror on its own men.
Severe injuries and vandalized vehicles is the result of loyalty to a particular political party. With less than 2 weeks to the start of the general elections, violent clashes between political parties is charging the already tense political atmosphere. Last week, 4 people were reportedly killed by political thugs in Badiko areas over political differences. Kaduna State Governor Mukhtar Yero was visibly emotional when he visited the injured persons at the Government House clinic. He says the thugs were obviously hired by the opposition to attack his convoy. While reiterating his commitment to a peaceful electoral process, Governor Yero warned that the authorities in the state will no longer fold its arms and watch miscreants intimidate or harass the people.
We normally move without attacking anybody, without beating anybody, without harassing anybody. But when APC are going to have their own rally, they attack our people.
Some of the victims, including a pregnant woman, narrate how they were beaten up by the thugs just because they were supporting a candidate of the People's Democratic Party.
They beat us. Kuma, I get married. I get pregnant 2 months.
Some of us, they broke their glasses. Some of us, they open the door and bring them out, beat hell out of them. So that's what really happened.
While the All Progressives Congress and the El Rufai campaign organization have denied that their members attacked PDP supporters.
It is bad enough that his entourage attacked and destroyed billboards of General Muhammadu Buhari and Malam Nasir El Rufai in the Bakinrua and Kabala West area of Kaduna, the state capital. It is worse that residents who challenged this act of wanton vandalism were attacked and beaten up by thugs.
Although some people have been arrested in connection with the incident, the State Police Commissioner has warned all political parties to play the game by the rules so as not to overheat the polity and ensure that voters make their choice without fear of intimidation.
Well, in continuation of his presidential campaign across the country, the president today visited Kogi and Niger states. President Goodluck Jonathan reaffirmed his commitment to youth empowerment, insisting that he'll ensure that young Nigerians succeed in their different fields as he recounts his achievement in the past years.
The PDP campaign train arrives in Kogi State, with the president acknowledging cheers from teeming supporters of the party at the Confluence Stadium. The campaign train then moves to Niger State, and the Mina Trade Fair complex is the rallying point. The host, Governor Aliyu Muazu, kicks off the sequence of speeches.
Our politics today is not a question of religion. If it is religion, Buhari is a Muslim, but his deputy, his vice presidential candidate is a Christian. President Goodluck is a Christian, his vice president, Muhammadu Namadina, is a Muslim. Therefore, don't let nobody deceive us. It is not about religion. It is about progress of the community, progress of the society, progress of Nigerians. Please vote PDP.
The national chairman of the party, Adamu Muazu, rises to the podium to give his endorsement for the president's candidacy while he prepares the ground for the president's speech.
You are welcome. welcome to Niger State, the home of peace and love, power and tourism. You are welcome.
PDP is your party that will take you to the right destination.
President Jonathan promises to continue with his developmental plans, particularly youth development.
This is the only party that look at the future of Nigeria. So where the world is going to the NASCO direction, where we need very young people that will lead this country to where we want to go. And we said that as a government, we encourage the young people. Those young people who know how to dance very well and act film, we encourage them in the entertainment industry. And that is why Nigeria is #1 in Africa in terms of entertainment, be it in music, be it in the Nollywood. In soccer and sports, also, we encourage young people who are in sports and soccer. And that's why Nigeria is also great. Wherever we go, we've been winning laurels. These are young people that bring glory to our country. And even in academics, those who will take us to the moon, we have created the opportunities for them, what we call presidential special scholarship, among the first class. In the next 10 to 15 years, they will take us to the moon.
As the PDP intensifies its campaign, the electorates look forward to the day to vote in who they consider the best option.
First Bank. You first.
Welcome to Business News. I'm Anne Nwawadu. The Central Bank of Nigeria plans to sell $30,000 to interested Bureau d'Change operators on Friday to increase dollar liquidity in the BDC segment of the foreign exchange market. This is in addition to the regulator's weekly dollar sale of the operators. At the parallel markets today, the Naira was selling 209 Naira to the dollar, but the currency firmed marginally to close to 189 Naira 15 kobo on the interbank market after the central bank and two oil companies sold dollars. Dealers said the local units of Mobil and Chevron sold a combined $82.5 million to some lenders to buy Naira for their local obligations. And up in the minds of the Kano business community is to see a revival of the textile industry, and this they have made abundantly clear to the APC presidential candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari. The business group, during the interaction with General Buhari, also sought to know his plans for the aviation sector, protection of small businesses, and women empowerment. The APC presidential candidate, however, promises to assemble the best of technocrats to address the needs in every sector of the economy.
It's something I will encourage.
From the nation's commercial capital, Lagos, to another commercial nerve center in the north, General Buhari is in Kano to talk to the business community in what can be described a new campaign strategy, the town hall meeting series. He starts off with an opening remark touching issues in agriculture, education, and the need for electorates to come out and vote. And that paved way for the interactions, questions, comments, and answers.
The most important thing, Your Excellency, is for you to take control of your position and what you can do and what you cannot do.
Kano is prominent for textile activity, and in some cases, the industry has gone comatose. So questions and concerns bordered on what solutions will be provided.
Your effort of employing or creating job opportunity for 3 million people, I guarantee you and I assure you that textile garment sector will contribute by at least 1 million within first 1 year of your administration.
The business community also wants to know his plans for women, railway, the airport, Mambila power plant, encouraging foreign direct investment and subsidy.
The problem of this privatization and passing things to private sector to run is a good thing, but we have to consider our state of development. Look at our railways. We are managing what we had until it's privatized. Now we have to start all over again. And we don't have Nigerian Airways. We don't have Nigerian shipping line. So please consider our state of our development in these demands. We have to put the capital initially, especially now because of insecurity, people are going away. The government has to take it somehow. When it is done, it's on the ground, then we can start, I think, privatizing it gradually.
There are no doubts as to the high expectations from Nigerians, but more interestingly is the fact that whoever wins the presidential mandate can't but quickly roll up his sleeves and get down to work. In just days from now, that man will be known. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
The federal government, at its next regular auction on February 11, plans to raise 90 billion naira in sovereign bonds with maturities of between 5 and 20 years. During the Dutch auction system, the Debt Management Office plans to auction 35 billion naira of 5-year bond, 30 billion naira of 10-year bond, and 25 billion naira of 20-year bond. The 5-year bond is a fresh issue, while the 10 and 20-year bonds are reopenings of previously issued paper. The positive sentiment continued for a second trading day at the Nigerian equities market as key indicators closed 0.46%. Bolaji Akinwale reports.
Hello, welcome to the Stock Market Report. Activities at the equities market continued on an upswing as key indicators closed positive. The benchmark index gained 0.46% to close at 30,018.35. The market's capitalization also moved up to 9.99 trillion naira. 7up laid on the advances table with 6 naira 50 kobo. It was followed by WAPCO with 2 naira 1 kobo and Guaranty Trust Bank with 1 naira 2 kobo. On the flip side, Nigeria Brewers topped with 3 naira. It came ahead of 40 Oil and Dangote Cement with 1 naira 60 kobo and 70 kobo each. On the volume chart, Dangote Sugar pulled the highest units of shares with 86.4 million units. At the end of the session, the volume came in at 396.8 million, valued at 3.8 billion naira. And that is on the Stock Market Report. I am Bolaji Akinwale.
Thank you very much, Bolaji. Well, the rest of the news at 10 continues, but first, let's see the global market figures for today.
First Bank. You first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Prince Ali Hussein demands fair play as the election for FIFA president approaches. That's on sports. Returns again.